Slavery was not vibes. There's vibes and there's slavery. Are you seriously surprised that the royal family is very racist? Y'all know where and how they got their wealth, right? Right? All views are mine. Unless you feel like taking my passport away, then they belong to someone else who is not me. Whew. That Oprah interview. The build-up, the drama, the intensity, the jaw-dropping, coming up on segments. The nation and the rest of the world could not get enough. No, but seriously, after Meghan and Harry broke their silence, the whole world could not stop talking about racism and the royal family. And boy, oh boy, was this a long time coming. It turns out that behind closed doors, the firm has a lot to say when it comes to race. But this goes much deeper than questionable comments about the color of baby Archie's skin. The royal family has a long and murky history when it comes to racism, and their legacy of colonialism goes all the way back to, you guessed it, the birth of the transatlantic slave trade.
Hello, my kings and queens, and welcome to How Not to Be Racist, the game show. The show where you are never silent nor silenced. Our lovely guests here today have recently stepped back from the royal family. I'm just kidding, we have these two numpties. Numpty number one, do you think the royal family are racists?
No, I just think they know what they want.
Oh, you're scary. Security, I think we need her escorted out. Okay, this one is a classic. Finish the sentence. To work for the royal family, you need to be educated, polite, and...
religious.
Bilingual.
The answer is white. So kind of like Rachel Dolezal, I can choose which race I want to be, and if that's the case, Queen Lizzie, my application is coming through tomorrow, thank you.
Let's cast our minds back to the 16th century. England was very different back then. Race was pretty much a non-issue. The idea of whiteness wasn't yet a thing. European traders started forcibly shipping African people to Europe and America. They were stripped of their basic human rights and subjected to barbaric working conditions, beatings, and torture. And how was this cruelty rationalized? Under the guise that African people were inherently inferior to Europeans. Me, inferior? Where? So where does Miss Lizzie and her gang come into this? Well, Elizabeth I was on the throne at the time, and while slavery was not her type on paper, she didn't have many objections about it being used to build the empire and her jewelry collection.
Yes. Somebody prove me wrong.
I think Meghan would agree, yes.
I don't think that the royal family invented racism, no.
The royal family lives rent-free in my head, unfortunately.
I don't think that the institution of the royal family are inherently racist.
But I think they benefited from it a lot.
Yeah, that's bad.
An open understanding in how that was wrong wouldn't go amiss.
Make the necessary steps to make it better. Do things, donate to charities, employ more people of colour in positions of power. Do this, do that, don't just say it, do something as well.
The British monarchy didn't directly get its hands dirty, but it was their royal appointed companies that owned, well, pretty much monopolised the British slave trade, transporting over 3 million African people to British colonies. The British Empire's global domination wouldn't have been possible without the ownership and exploitation of enslaved Africans. Oh, and if you're wondering, the Queen hasn't acknowledged the monarchy's historical role in the transatlantic slave trade or the legacy they've left behind. It's been real silent. It's been tumbleweed. And that's why your food tastes dry. Season your beans! Now, I don't expect better from the royal family, to be honest, but when people think of Britain as progressive, simply because we are not like America, it frustrates me to no end. The royal family, like so many other things that feel British, have a much more sinister relationship with the country's racist past and the origins of racism that we see today. So I have to ask, don't kill me guys, but did the royal family invent racism? Damn, why they got white people names, man? Of course I'm not gonna get them right. Like Harry, Philip, William, Ben, John. Like, come on, like give them some spice at least. God damn, shit.